Yeah, that's the fucked up part, man. I need to see you so I can see you touching your nose.
Alright, I'm touching my nose. Right
Well, it
now.
doesn't count if I don't see it. You could be bluffing.
Oh, actually, I'm not touching my nose. Maybe that's just me.
This shit's hella loud.
Me or
No, the music.
the music is there. I can't even hear it. It's stream's not even on.
It's
Oh, there it
from
is.
the Twisted Metal Black soundtrack.
Oh yeah, you can play that tonight, right? I don't think I've ever played Twisted Metal Live. Is that a PS2 only?
PS2, yeah.
Was that the first Twisted Metal on PS2 or?
Yeah, I think it was, and it was also on the Twisted, not the PlayStation 2 had an online. I forgot what it was called. It was like this thing that you could buy to play PlayStation 2 games online.
Yeah, the network adapter. I have that.
Yeah, the network adapter. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
remember
get
getting
the-
that and thinking I was in the future. Like I'd play
I
Tony
can't
Hawk
even hear
online
you.
and
The
watch other
music
people
is
in a
so
half
loud.
fight.
Go ahead, start from scratch. I couldn't even hear. The music was so loud, I don't even know what to do. Anyway,
Story's
what'd
over.
you say?
Huh?
Story's over.
Why are you giving yourself the fish hook? Ugh. What the hell was that?
What happened?
Super
You
gross.
didn't show that, did you?
No,
did show
yeah,
that.
you were hella on. Turn that
Should,
into a
totally
gif.
tell me That shit.
Turn
Oh.
that into giving himself the fish hook.
You guys are fucking. I'm eating chips. You know, chips get
That's
stuck
too
in your
good.
teeth sometimes, man.
What kind
Jesus
of chips
Christ.
are those?
No wonder you're so skinny, dude. Sticking that finger down your throat all the
Damn,
day.
he's bulimic? Bulimia is a serious illness, dude.
Can't stop me.
Anyway, all right. Fish Hook City. It's
Wow.
Thursday, internet. You're watching ATP Live. Whoa!
What's
What are you eating?
That's some Asian food.
Is it?
Yeah,
Not
look at
Asian
that.
at all.
There was at least rice in that bowl.
There is rice. It's brown rice though, so that's not very Asian. Asians
Okay,
hate
well-
brown rice.
Listen, I don't need to hear about any different kinds. Wow, you're using a fork? Dude, we should have. I want to get food. You guys are both eating. I feel really left out. I feel really left out. I don't have any. I have mangoes. That's fucked up. All right, whatever. Let's
This
just
is turkey chili, by the way.
turkey chili.
Chili, that's not Asian.
Well, you're the dumbass that said it was Asian.
Yeah, he's right. You are a dumbass.
No wonder he's eating it with a fork.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Anyway, all right. So, whatever. Enough about all that. It's Thursday. You're watching ATP Live. My name's Eris, and I'm joined again by Rip and Rixta. Rip is all the way downstairs. He's the Indian guy, and then Rixta's the guy with all that shit growing on his face.
Is this butt hash too?
No, man. Yeah, you got butt
No,
hash growing.
It's just shit.
Who
just
said
shit.
that? They said that about you, right, Rip? That you have butt
Yeah.
hash growing on your face.
That was a good joke.
That is a brilliant.
That was the first. That was the only time the chat has actually made me like really laugh hard.
That shit is pretty good. And then Rip harvested all that butt hash, and now he's consuming it in chip form. Anyway, all right. So, what are the topics? It's Thursday, right? Oh, we went to Northwest Majors last weekend. We'll talk about that later. That was super duper dope. Do you want to talk about that first?
Yeah.
Fuck it,
It's
let's
the most
talk about
recent
that
thing.
first. So, all three of us went to Northwest Majors. It was super fun. It was in Seattle, Washington. For me, I think collectively, this had to be the smoothest trip I've ever been on. It was like super smooth. Rip rented a car. I didn't have to drive once. I mean, it was just like the only thing that I could think of that was a little rocky was on the way there. My pilot was doing some fucking Amelia Earhart moves and shit, and Rip,
Damn it.
one of you guys are gone.
Ricky.
Ricky's gone. Anyway,
You broke
normally I don't really get sick or anything on airplanes, but this shit had me ready to barf. You know that like pre-barf, you know, when your saliva kicks in and it's like getting everything lubed up for exit, you know? That's the stage I was at. But thankfully, we landed. I was cool. I didn't yak. And other than that one hiccupy moment, the rest of the trip was smooth as shit. Tournament was cool. Everyone was cool. Nice seeing everyone again. Lots of people came up and, you know, had lots of nice things to say. You know, good times overall. Before we get into the specifics of the tournaments, what about you guys? I'll give you guys an opportunity to talk about the trip in general. Rip, you look like a CIA agent from like the 30s or something.
Why?
Because of the way you looked into your mic like that.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tournament. The trip itself. I don't know. It's really chill. I had fun. I mean, it's whatever. It was fun.
Cool. What about you, Ricky? Whatever. You didn't have a good time? Something went
Me?
wrong. What was
Nah, dude.
what
was
made
good.
what made you displeased?
Nothing. Everything was cool. I mean, that's the thing. It's just I didn't. I guess if anything displeased me, it was my own performance in the tournaments. But other than that, it's a fun trip. Got to commentate. That was cool. The weather was nice. It wasn't really cold. It wasn't really hot or anything.
You know, one thing
Other
that we
than
can't ignore, usually when we go to these types of tournaments, we get barely like one good meal. We had a solid three home run meals. Three home run meals. So, I mean, I don't know. Overall, I thought it was really good. I don't know why you're not able to articulate at the moment, but yeah, go ahead.
no, the best part of the trip was all the food we had.
Yeah,
I li-
good
that was
ass
the good
food.
part. Mhm.
Anyway, what about you,
That's-
Ricky?
that's-
What are your thoughts?
Well, first off, you think that that fish I gave you was chicken. That was hard to digest for a little while.
I still think it was chicken. I still think, you know why? Because the other piece that I tried, remember you guys gave me another piece?
Yeah,
I
that one
took
was
one
super
bite out
fish.
of it and threw that shit out. It was fucking gross.
It probably didn't help that it was sitting in the car for a couple
Yeah.
hours, but that fish was pretty fishy. The cod was the one I gave you. That was very chicken-like, I guess.
Listen, the three meals we're talking about. First one was at a hot dog place. I don't remember what it was called, but they had like a whole plethora of mustards and relishes and all kinds of shit. I love hot dogs, so I was tickled pink at that one. And then the second one, yeah, it was called the Dog House, and it was really good. The second one was at this like seafood restaurant. I forget what it was called, Wally's or
W.
Willie's.
Yeah.
It's one of
Willy
those.
Wally's.
And it was like you could see the ocean from where you wait for, seating. So that was a good sign. And I ended up getting a bread basket or a bread bowl, oyster clam chowder. Clam chowder bread bowl. Man, it was great. And then the third meal we got was at that place. What was it? Roasters?
Roosters.
Yeah, I don't know what. Was it Rooster?
Maybe it's roasters. I don't remember.
It's either rooster or roaster, and that shit. We had some like poutine and pulled pork sandwich. And what did you get, Rip?
Oh, and I got some sloppy joes, but I just remember that night. So yeah, that trip was better than I remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm. So overall, the chip was at perfect timing right there. Perfect timing insertion of the chip. Yeah, overall super dope. If you ask me, I had a great time. Anyway, go ahead, Ricky. You were saying.
No, the tournament overall was or not the tournament. The event itself actually was pretty well done. I mean, I walked around a little bit, just tried to see like how everything was going, and I mean, it was really nice overall. You kept saying that there was less people here this year than it was last year, and if there was less people, or if there was more people last year though, like that venue's pretty small to deal with a lot more people. Like
Yeah,
I felt
the limit. That was the
like,
limit.
yeah, this weekend was, or the past weekend was kind of hitting capacity, and it was really weird too, just because it's. I don't know if it's heated in there, but all that body heat in there is not good. So it's like it's really heated in there, and then when you go outside and it's like super cold.
Yeah.
But the weather was really nice. I like breathing oxygen for the first time ever. That was really sick.
Yeah, the air is like the sky is blue there. It's so fucking weird, man. Here it's like gray, and then during sunset it's like orange and shit. And you can taste it. I don't know.
Yeah, overall I had a good time though. I love everyone in Seattle's overly nice, which is always
Super nice. Dude, do you remember that lady that started chatting me up? She was like an elderly lady. She's chatting me up about how the last couple fucked up not eating here and how they've been
Red
eating here
Lobster
since
dumbasses.
1965 or whatever. It was super dope. Everyone's super nice over there. Anyway, okay. Good times overall, but let's talk about the tournaments. So you mentioned that you weren't too happy about your performance in the tournaments. I think it's kind of peculiar because you got like 9th place at final round and you didn't even get near top 8, right? Or what did you place in Tekken Tag 2?
He plays nice.
You got 9th again?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's not as big of a deal because it's not final round. I don't know. You didn't seem... When you got 9th place at final round, you were telling everyone that we met. I got 9th place at final round.
Man.
Hey, everybody. But you haven't even mentioned it.
Final round, I always got wrecked. That tournament was like the one tournament in the country that whenever I went there, I got destroyed. Like I would get out of pools and immediately lose, get like 64th place or 48th place or some shit like that. So for when I finally got like ninth to final, I was like, it's not top 8, but it's top 10. I'll take that single digits. I was happy.
That's definitely
But
not bad.
ninth this time, it was the worst part was that I lost to speed kicks twice. Like losing to the same person twice, whoever it is, that always sucks, right? So,
Yeah.
and when I saw the pool, I figured I wasn't going to beat him, but my plan was, I'll lose to him in winner's side, Incognito will beat him, and then because odds are I couldn't beat Incognito anyway, so I figured, all right, so I'll probably lose to him, Incognito will beat him, he'll be out of it mentally, and then I'll have a better shot against him.
Okay.
But it actually did not go that way. Like I lost him, fine. Incognito beat him, plan going as planned, and then I got back to him, and he just like beat me even worse. So like, damn it. So that did not work out. It was a good plan though.
Man, the chip strat is strong with you today. I like the chips. And you're ending your point
End
with
of thought.
with a potato chip.
Rip out.
I like that strat. I'm gonna have to explore the chip strategy. Okay. What about the Mortal Kombat tournament?
That tournament, I mean, first of all, we're gonna talk about this later, I assume, about like the input issues. But I had a lot of input issues, and I lost my second round match. I won my first round match against LPN Street Fighter guy. So I was like, all right, I beat the Street Fighter guy, cool. Then I played Arturo right after, who was a tester, and I actually watched that match back, and I should have totally won. I made some big ass mistakes too, but he beat me. I wasn't adapting well to. He did like Kano's knee into fireball, whatever, and I was trying to find different ways around it rather than just blocking it, and none of them worked out, which is why it's a good thing to do. So he beat me fair and square. It was all cool. But then I won some other matches, but I kept on getting issues in every single match. I couldn't get like a teleport out or something. Like, how am I not getting a regular teleport even? Like just really weird stuff was happening for me input wise, and so that was frustrating. And then the match I lost at the end too, I felt like I should have won that one. So I didn't feel like I should have really lost the match that I lost. So I was just disappointed in my own performance.
I kind of share some of your sentiment. I'm not really that disappointed in my performance because I really had low expectations. For me it's odd because you know what's going on right now. There's no weeklies in SoCal. There's no like offline scene, and at least that I'm a part of, and I don't really go to anyone's house and shit. So my confidence levels were definitely low. But I definitely did feel some weird shit going on with the inputs. Other people were complaining. I played against Tom Brady on stream, right? And my first match was against some dude. Second match was against Tom Brady. I play him on stream, and he beat me up in the corner, right? And then I wasn't necessarily thinking that there was anything wrong, but he came up to me right after the match complaining. Like, we were both missing hella inputs, and it's because of the fact that there are so many PlayStation controllers in here. They all lag each other up and eat inputs, and he's just telling me all this shit, And then, of course, I'm not exactly sure what the hell he's talking about, right? It's just like, okay, what does that mean? And then I talked to you guys a little bit about it, and I'm getting hot and cold, answers. So I don't really know for sure what's going on with that, but I definitely do know that the logistics of the tournament were kind of funky. Like, you would get called to a match, I would sit down, I'd shake hands with the guy, be like, hey man, what's up? We start setting up our controllers, and he's trying to use a hitbox. So that means we got his hitbox plugged in alongside a PS4 controller, then you have my PS4 controller, and it's just taking us like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to set this up. Eventually, we have to move to another console because this console isn't set up to do that for some reason. Then at the second console, after spending all this time setting it up, the guy goes right before my match, the tournament organizer guy goes, oh yeah, by the way, this controller is going to vibrate during the match. I'm just going to put it right here. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I gotta think about this fucking controller vibrating on this table the whole time? So he's like, well, you could put it on the ground if you want. And I was like, alright, whatever. And it just seems to me like the logistics of the tournament overall, it was a little tricky. I don't know, if they're gonna solve this problem or iron it out, but at the moment, this whole legacy controller issue, as well as what potentially could have been something that, Tom Brady was talking about something, and you guys have mentioned it too, and I don't know if it's actually true, but something about multiple PS4 pads on in the same room at the same time. There's weird stuff going on. You mentioned you had troubles with inputs. What about you, Ricky? You were saying you were having no trouble whatsoever, right?
None, actually. Every input I did in the MKX tournament was, it felt like it was what I wanted to happen. I mean, I might have had an input error here or there, but that's on me. I felt like so I had no issues. There was never a time where I felt like, man, this is, I feel like there's an interference there, but it never felt like that for me. Like everything I did was on me. It felt like already.
Zero
So,
issues, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't really know what the problem is. Number one, also that vibration thing, that's easy to turn off. It's not a you can go in the MK option, just go vibration off. That's all you have to do. So
The tournament organizer definitely never heard of it.
yeah,
He's
neither did you
organizing
either.
a tournament.
I
Yeah, but
mean,
I'm not organizing a tournament. He
yeah,
was like,
I know.
"There's
I know.
no other
This is
way.
what-
You got to put it on the ground."
Yeah, I know, but it's one of those things where like if you really want to, like if you know you're gonna have issues with this thing or that thing, you should try to find a way to deal with it beforehand. Not just kind of assume that the tournament organizer is gonna do it for you.
Yeah, I
Because
think this
a lot of
tournament-
times they don't do shit. So
I think this tournament was definitely like a feeler because
Mm-hmm.
going into it, I was thinking to myself, I'm sure there are at least 5 things that I'm gonna have to make sure happen at every tournament, but I don't know what they are yet. And one of them definitely is that the controller vibration function is turned off. Another thing is that I make sure that the pad that is controlling the other guy or my peripheral, or is also combined attached to my peripheral, is like, it's just really frustrating. I don't know how to solve the problem. I mean,
I think for us too, it shouldn't be that big of a deal because we're using PS4 controllers. The only issue there is just plug it in, play, and hope that you don't fucking sync it up again while someone else is on your old system, right? For RIP, and anyone else using an old ass legacy controller, it makes it a much more difficult process because there's so many different things you got to plug in now. It makes it a hassle. And there's other thing too is that they're using like powered USB hubs so that you have multiple inputs. And maybe this is the reason why I didn't have any issues. I plugged it straight into the PS4 every time. I said, fuck that thing.
dude, that's what I'm talking about. That's another thing. I told
You're
the
right.
guy, I don't want to use this USB hub. Why? What the fuck is this monoprice piece of shit? I want to use the USB on the PS4. He's like, no, man, you have to use that one so we can blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what do you mean you have to use it? He's like, yeah, everyone's using it. They're tested. And I'm just thinking like, well, that sucks. I don't
That's
want
a
to
really
use
good
this.
point.
I don't know. There were so many aspects to the tournament that were like, this is new. This is a first try. So interesting. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Rip? You have something on your
I'm
mind.
thinking like there's no reason to even use a hub, right? Because
Oh,
if you
that's
have
me.
a PS4 controller and you want to use a legacy controller, you plug in your PS4 pad first, you get the controller profile, then you unplug it so it's it's still wireless, and then you plug in your stick. So you're only still using one port for your stick. So there's no reason to use a hub.
Unless they're doing something like capturing the footage with the USB port?
USB?
I
No.
don't know. I don't know why the fuck they wanted me to use the USB port. That wasn't the only time I heard that over the weekend. I heard other people saying that too. Make sure you use the USB port.
No, I heard it too, but
Yeah,
I did
okay,
it,
so I'm
and I
not
don't know
tripping.
why.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, you're not. I just don't understand why we did it.
I don't either. I mean, it was their rules. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. Peculiar. But it turns out that, did you guys ever get a chance to watch Top 8?
A little bit.
I got to watch Top 8. I watched the whole Top 8. First of all, there are a couple things that I observed about Mortal Kombat that I think are really cool. Firstly, I think it's very, very cool that the game runs super fast. The top 8 for MK was like an hour and 25 minutes or something.
Wow.
It was super fast. Under 2 hours, right?
Well, imagine if Tekken Tag 2 could be like that.
Right, exactly. Another
It was
thing.
4 hours, right?
Dude.
Back to-
People have been telling me like, dude, you and Rip were really troopers during that. When you started, you were hella energetic, and at the end, you were like hella out of gas and shit. Like, it's true. It was really long, and as much as I like watching and commentating Tekken, it is clear to me that you can't have a top 8 on the main stage for Tekken Tag 2 done under 3 out of 5. It just doesn't work. It's way too long. And then on the other hand, flip side of the coin, Mortal Kombat was so fucking fast. And what's fucked up is you and we really pulled through for that long ass 4-hour long marathon with Tag 2, right? But then Arturo and Tom Brady They only had 1 hour and 20 minutes to commentate. They looked like they were falling asleep. They looked like someone was just twisting their nipples, making them be there. They did not look like excited at all. And I was thinking to myself, maybe it was because it's 10 a.m. or something, but regardless, they really should have been more like amped up. And the funniest part about this whole equation is, so I watched the top 8 on stream, and I was commenting on how these guys are surprisingly quiet and, they look really tired and they're not hype, right? The next day, which was yesterday, Tom Brady was commentating a tournament somewhere. I don't remember where it was. And he was yelling his fucking ass off. Every moment he was yelling like crazy. So, he really definitely pays attention to what people say about him. You better be careful what you say or he'll go full force in the other direction.
He wasn't loud enough even at that tournament, man. I heard it. He needs to step up, get even louder.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe I have to say it. Like it
You
doesn't
should
work.
say it then right now.
Nice work, Tom Brady. Nice work.
You did a good job, Tom.
Perfect job, Tom Brady. Anyway, okay. So I liked it. I liked top 8. I liked that. It's kind of interesting to me that Wonder Chef, okay, let's put it this way. I'll put it mildly. Wonder Chef, he has been around for a long time, right? And he's a solid player. He's always been a solid player. But nobody's going to argue that Wonder Chef is not as good a player as, let's say, Justin Wong. Or, let's say, Chris G, right? Or even, let's say, Slayer, who is not a tester, right? Mm-hmm. Well, at this juncture, I think it's pretty clear, pretty hard to argue that there is a definite advantage for testers. I mean, it's pretty odd that people try to say that there isn't. And the fact that they're, like, I don't know what capacity they're employed under, but, they are, to some degree, being paid to test the game. And, at this juncture, I don't understand why at least they wouldn't be held back from entering tournaments for the beginning of the game's lifespan. There is literally no rationale behind allowing testers to enter week and a half old or 2 week old tournaments that are majors. There's no rationale. Even if you are under the umbrella logic that, well, they get no advantage. You literally catch up to the testers after 2 days of practice. Even if you do truly believe that, that's still not a good reason to allow them, because allowing them only helps 8 people or 10 people, however many testers there are. But banning them for 1 month helps everyone else. You don't even have to have a joke. There is no ban the testers joke. It's over. It's like, okay, testers are not allowed to enter for the first month of the game's lifespan. Fair enough, right? They tested the game for a month, so that would give everyone a chance to catch up. No harm, no foul. I don't know where the rationale is for not banning the testers, but at this point it's like, whatever, what's done is done. I just think it's so silly to not understand that there is an advantage there. I mean, it's clear, Chef, he's good, but I mean, he obliterated everyone. He kicked the shit out of everyone, right? It wasn't even close. I mean,
Slayer reset him.
Yeah, Slayer got close. I mean,
it didn't look that close to me. It looked like a blowout. He reset him, but I mean, it was a blowout.
Well, I mean, at the same time, are you gonna say that Rio should have beat him then, even though they're both testers? Is Rio a tester?
No.
Rio was a tester, I think.
Rio was not a tester, I don't think.
I heard he was.
Well, is his name in the credits?
Who the hell knows, and who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's the stance you have to basically take. At the end of the day, it's like, everyone keeps asking me to talk about this, including you, Rip, and it's like, what are you gonna do, right? What difference does it make? It's like they're not banned. I think they should be banned, but at this point, it's like nobody gives a shit about anything, right? I mean, look at the fucking way the game works when you plug a legacy controller in. It's like, it doesn't even work right. It's super funky. Tyrant is leaning on his hitbox, setting off buttons while I'm trying to play a match. It's just it's a little weird, and because it's so weird, and because I feel like I have no control over it, I feel like my stance on it is I don't give a fuck. Whatever, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
To me, it doesn't bother me that much, even though half the top 8 was testers, the other half weren't top 8.
Yeah, but I don't even think
weren't testers. Sorry.
I think that other than Tom Brady and Art, which are 2, all
Yeah.
the testers that were there made it. Oh, not Crazy Bone, right? He was
Crazy
a
wasn't a
tester.
tester.
Who?
I thought he was not a tester.
He was
I don't
okay.
know.
Crazy
Then there,
Bone was a tester before, right, for Injustice or something. I don't think he was one for MKX though.
I'm not sure, to be
well,
honest.
whatever. Let's just pretend he's a tester because that's four of the
Kill
game. So.
him. I don't know. I mean, like I said, my stance on it is that I don't care, and it's not worth complaining about. It's not worth like, yeah, ban these motherfuckers. It's not worth it because it's not going to happen. But I definitely think that there is no logic in saying that there's no reason to ban the testers. I mean, how are you going to say that there's no reason to ban the testers? They're testers of the game. They played it for at least a month before it came out. The tournament is in 2 weeks, and there's no point in not banning them. What are you really doing there? You're just pissing everyone off except for those 10 people. There's no point.
Maybe they want their game to look good in a top 8 situation. These are testers that know how to play the game, versus like if they want maybe two testers to play each other, show how the game really should look like at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
You might not get that with Rip versus Eris. You'll get that with Wonder Chef versus Crazy Bone.
Yeah, well, if that's true, it's still fucked up, right?
Yeah, are you saying that's how much better they are than everyone else, Ricky? That no one else could be at that level yet? That's why they shouldn't be banned?
In my opinion, I didn't really see anything about the testers that made me think, wow, these guys are hella good, and it's clear that they had a 2-month advantage. When I watched them, I thought, oh, been playing the game for 2 weeks, like me,
Yeah,
that's
but,
exactly how I felt.
I agree with you. When I watched that top 8, if you had told me that none of those people were testers, I would have been like, wow, he caught on real fast and found some cheap shit real fast. That's what I would have been like. I wouldn't have suspected anything, right? But the bottom line is that we know that they tested it, and they joke about it all the time. All the time you hear that shit, ban the testers. So it's like, I don't know, it just gets old, right? It's just kind of like, all right, if you're going to fucking have testers, unless you're right, Ricky, maybe it is some kind of weird colluding shit where they want their players to make the game look good. I think that's probably not true. I don't know.
I mean, it's far-fetched, it's just an idea I'm throwing out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Overall, I don't really give a shit. I
mean-
prefer for the game to look better too myself, to be honest.
The thing that bothers me about it is like, it's just that it's so soon, right? So, I mean, the game was out. I mean, the game came out when, on the 15th or something? It's been like 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
Since the game's released. So, it was like 8-10 days in or something, the tournament. So, even if they tested for like 2 days, that's like 20% more time with the game than anyone else has, or 25%, whatever. You know what I mean? It's a significant amount of time when it's
I
that
agree.
close.
I
That's all
agree.
it is. Yeah.
I think that they should have not been allowed to at least enter that tournament, because it was like
Right, that
you
one was
said,
too soon.
9 days after the game came out, and it was a major, right? But you know what? Furthermore, of all the games at Northwest Majors, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 had more entrants than Mortal Kombat, which was like a mind blower to me. I thought for sure Mortal Kombat would have a shitload of people. And maybe that's the reason it didn't have a lot of people. They were like, oh, well, these motherfucking testers, there's 6 of them here. They've had the game for way longer than I've had the game. Maybe I'll sit this one out. I know people like Nerd Josh, he didn't enter the tournament because he was
did.
sitting it out. He entered MK?
He was in my pool. He just DQ'd himself.
Oh, okay. Well, he told me he wasn't ready and he wasn't entering MK or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I think maybe a lot of people sit this one out because of the testers. And if that's the case, then not banning the testers cost Northwest Majors potentially who knows how many entrants. Maybe 40, maybe 50. Maybe who knows how many more people would have entered Northwest Majors if they had known that the testers were not allowed to enter. Could be a few, and that's like $50 a person for venue fee and all this. The tournament organizers, I don't know how they feel about it, but I'm not the only one that mentioned this. This is something that was brought up. People were discussing. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? The testers potentially harming tournament attendance. What do you think, Ricky?
I think. Well, I mean, how many people actually knew that there were going to be a bunch of testers there? I didn't. The only person I knew that was going was Art, and yeah, that was about it. I didn't see.
Justin didn't test. No, Chris G tested. Yeah.
Yeah, or it's like and Christie didn't show up till last minute.
Mhm.
Tom Brady, I think, and I didn't realize Tom Brady was going. I guess if you followed them, you would know. But to me, it wasn't. I don't think you would have gotten many more people because the testers weren't there. I think people would, if they didn't feel ready, they weren't going to enter regardless.
Regardless, huh?
Hmm.
What do you think, Rip?
I think that it probably didn't hurt the entrance too much
Okay,
with this
fair enough.
specific tournament. With this specific tournament, but if this was in Chicago or something, and it was like the same situation, I think it may have hurt the tournament more.
Huh. Weird answer.
I think the region isn't very strong for NRS games, is what I'm saying.
That's what a lot of people were saying. The Northwest is not that good at Mortal Kombat, I guess. That seems kind of odd to me too, but okay, that could be the case.
Why is it
Uh,
odd?
I don't know. I just never think about like. I mean, it's not like they're that good at Street Fighter for any reason, right? I don't ever remember anyone hella dope other than what's his name, Cole. Who else is from Seattle? Bucktooth? It's not like they're hella solid at anything, is what I'm saying. Why would you say they're hella weak at Mortal Kombat, right?
Well, no one said they're hella weak at Mortal Kombat. Just said that the scene isn't as big,
Yeah,
which is like the case. Which is the case for anywhere. The scene's not that big for Tekken in Utah. It's just like one of those things.
yeah, but I
I
don't
don't
know. I
think it's
just, I
weird at
just had
all.
never, I had never envisioned Seattle being like,
I don't think Seattle has to be a one game only scene. I just think that overall the scene isn't as big as say SoCal or NorCal or Texas or something like that. It's just
and you're talking about just Mortal Kombat?
no. I'm talking about all games.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. Like I don't. I think you relative to the size to the entire FGC population of Seattle, then MKX is probably about right. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I think you being surprised about that is kind of odd to me because I wasn't surprised at all. That's just how
Nothing
I.
surprises you.
Yeah,
I
you know me. You know me well.
don't know. I just think it's an odd thing to say, right? I mean, it's a
What?
peculiar thing to say that Seattle has a. Actually, if you think about it, if you take out everyone who traveled to Seattle for Northwest Majors for Mortal Kombat, that would leave like no one, right?
Hmm.
Everyone who traveled from California and everyone who traveled from anywhere else, that would leave like no one. Maybe the Mortal Kombat scene is completely non-existent in Seattle. Could be. I don't know. I never even considered it. But I'll tell you what isn't non-existent: the Tekken scene. There's a shitload of Tekken players there. Tekken had more entrants than Mortal Kombat, and Markman brought Tekken 7 there, so that's really cool. A lot of people got to play Tekken 7. That was really nice. But during Northwest Majors, they announced the newest character for Tekken 7. Let me pull up a picture of this shit.
Is it
This
the
is
picture with the tube and where it goes?
Oh, this
I
is.
heard
This... Go ahead.
I heard that was debunked by the way, but
Yeah,
the
it
picture
doesn't
is
go
still
directly into his mouth. So he has tubes all over him. His name is Galagos, right?
funny. Yes,
Yep.
Galaga.
Galagos.
So Galagos has tubes coming out of his dick, coming out of his nipples. He's got tubes. They don't go into his mouth, but they go into his necklace thing. And what do you guys think of this weird character design? Obviously, this character leaked like, what was it, a month or so ago? And now we know it's a character named Galagos, and it has he or she has so
That would be sick.
right. If Galagos was a chick,
That would
uh,
be tight.
I know.
Could be China.
Has all these weird Marduk moves. So I don't know. At first we were thinking Rip Marduk because King has his forward 2-1, right? But forward 2 down 1, sorry. But now it's like, what the fuck is this? Now Marduk's totally toast. There's no way in hell Marduk's coming, right? I don't know. And then we have this goofy design. People are, I don't know, it's hot and cold. I kind of like it, but the thing I don't like about it from like a player's standpoint is that there's a lot of tubes coming off this motherfucker. And those costumes like Lars with the cape or Miguel with the jacket, the guitar Miguel. All those costumes have shit hanging off of them that are very distracting, and I think these tubes might be distracting during the game. Not that it really matters all that much, I guess, but I kind of like it. It's kind of silly looking, out of place. What do you think, Rip? What are your thoughts on Galagos?
He's an interesting character. I'm when I didn't see the moves and I heard people saying, "Oh, he's like Marduk and he's like whatever," and I looked at him, I was like, I mean, there's a couple Marduk moves in there, but for the most part, I think he's a pretty fresh character. Some of his
Mhm.
stuff reminded me of Ogre, True Ogre.
Yeah.
So I thought that like his build, and I feel like the tubes are kind of like True Ogre too. Like True Ogre had big ass wings and shit flying off him. This guy's got tubes to replace the wings.
Could be.
It's kind of their design. How they make big ass characters, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in matches yet to see how he actually plays. But I looked at some of his practice mode stuff, and I was like, okay, that's a Marduk move, that's a Marduk move, but that's kind of not really. That's kind of not really. So I'm glad that it's not a total copy paste job like Josie had a bunch of. So
Man, when
I'm
they
happy.
first showed the Rage art for the first time, I was waiting for it to be something from Soul Calibur. I was like looking at it. What's it gonna be? Yoshi's or some shit? What do you think, Ricky? What are your thoughts on the new character design?
I mean, it looks cool to me, at least. The tubes don't bother me. I guess maybe the tubes will probably bother me when I play against them. But just from a spectator, it's like kind of cool to see all this bullshit flying off of his back or whatever. Yeah, and just having Marduk moves is tight. What I want is for him to take off that mask and not only be a chick, be Anna.
New challenge.
That would be tight.
Blew my
But-
mind. Holy shit, that's not what I saw coming.
I mean, he just looks like a cool character. That splash move looks so dumb. It's
He-
so tight.
Yeah, he looks weird. He has a stance where he runs forward, right? And the stance, like, the longer you do it, the harder, the heavier the hits are, I guess, out of it. What's up with those tubes? What?
Shouldn't the tubes be connected to something?
Yeah, what are they
Like,
doing? It's like
what?
dreadlocks. Maybe he's like a Haitian.
Damn.
You
I was just
are
watching the
that
video right
shit?
now.
Yeah, we're watching
Yeah.
what you put on there yet.
I haven't even watched all of this. Damn, modified volcano buster? Maybe it's gonna take the place of Jack too.
Could
That
be.
would suck. The design of this character looks so much like Bane to me. Like the tubes and also
Justice
the
on it.
wild like tantrumy style, aggressive style design. Like this whole
Oh.
banging on the ground and being pissed shit. I don't know. Seems kind of like Bane. A lot of people have said that too. Maybe he pushes a button and gets buff or some shit. So overall, you guys like it, huh?
I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't necessarily really like it. I mean, the thing that I thought was more interesting was his name. Like, it's Gigas, right? Or Gigas, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
But Giga is like big, right?
okay.
And I'm thinking like it's kind of a combination of all the big characters, like kind of robotic, like Jack. It's got Marduk, kind of like True Ogre. It's all Tekken's big characters rolled into one.
I hope it's
I don't
all of them, including the stupid bears. I hope that it's the
You did see
bears.
one
rolled
bear
into one,
move.
too.
Bears are coming back in full force.
No bear moves. You're right. I don't know. He looks whatever. He's cool.
He's just not my type of character, so I'm not super excited about it.
He's not my type of character either. But I kind of like Josie Rizal a little bit more than I like him because Josie Rizal looks like she fits in Tekken. Like she looks like she fits in Tekken to me. This character doesn't look like he fits in Tekken. I mean, if you put this motherfucker in a lineup, you wouldn't pick him as the Tekken character. Like, oh yeah, that guy goes in Tekken, right? I mean, if you put him next to all these other Tekken characters, he doesn't really. Maybe Nancy. Remember Nancy? He kind of looks like he's from that world, right? But he looks weird. I think his move list looks pretty cool. I think that a lot of people, I've been hearing people like Palakis and a lot of other people are excited to play him. The users of big characters. I'm sure Bronson is at least intrigued, and all that shit. But I don't know, it just looks kind of odd. I mean, what if they put, this was Marduk. Imagine, squint your eyes and imagine if that was Marduk, right? And every move he does in the game that you saw him do, all those moves belong to Marduk now. They changed the character around. I would be kind of hype about that. I'd be like, man, Marduk is fucking pissed and he learned all these new moves, So I don't know if it's just me as like a legacy fan or whatever, but I'm gonna give that one.
I think
Meh.
doing that way with changing the Marduk so drastically, I think that would piss off a lot of people. A lot
They
of
did it in
Marduk
Tekken
players.
4. They did it for
Yeah.
Jin.
Yeah, not too many people like that. I mean, until they realize, oh shit, Jin is hella good.
Yeah, but they
You remember
kept
how
Jin
many,
the way he
Do you
was.
remember how many people just from Tekken 6 to Tag 2 bitched about Jin's down forward 1-4
Yeah, you're
being
right.
being mid high? They bitched about that shit. They were
Man,
like, this
people
is
are bitches.
Yeah, they'll bitch about anything, you know. So the fact that it's a new character with the new
What did
design
Rip
and
do?
I'm
is he
here. Don't
dead?
worry.
Oh.
I'm alive.
Okay, damn.
Almost got him.
Fuck you.
Yeah, overall I think the character is a good choice in terms of
Not
like.
yeah, not terrible, not terrible. I'm with you. Overall, decent. We all agree on that. Solid character, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. When did? Oh, it's out already, right? They were like, boom, it's already out, motherfuckers. Check it out.
hmm
Am I right? That's
Mhm.
tight.
I think so.
So we're gonna already start to see. Oh yeah, actually, I think Wonky did put up some match footage,
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot of videos out.
There's videos out already of Galagos in Japanese arcades. He also has Marduk's knee and a couple of other moves that are shared with Marduk. I don't know, pretty cool overall, I guess. But the next character that they reveal is gonna be completely new. Am I right? All the leaked stuff was Josie Rizal, Devil Jin, and Gigas. Do you guys
hmm
think that the reason is your camera gonna be fucked up the whole time?
Dude, it's Ricky. Do you see me?
Nope. Well, actually, I'm
Ah,
looking on the stream actually.
No, it's
Nope, don't see you.
nobody sees
I
you.
just turned it off and back on. Fuck, whatever.
Cool. What was I saying?
Can I do that too?
Oh yeah. Do you think that it's gonna be something hella new or what? I mean, those leaks were the 3 characters that came out. I wonder if the leaks happened and then they brought the characters out right away, or how correlated are these two things? Because it's peculiar to me that the next 3 characters that were revealed were the characters that were leaked. I guess that's not necessarily peculiar, especially not to Ricky, because nothing's surprising to him. But I mean, it seems kind of odd. Like, what's the next character gonna be? Is it gonna be Lay? Is it gonna be someone we've seen before? Or is it gonna be Galagos and Joey Jojo Jr.? You know, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Ricky?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna do because the fact is that when you saw those leaks, first off, we didn't even know if this guy was gonna be a character. You know, you
Right.
saw just a
Mhm.
picture,
Yeah.
and so it was really weird. And then when he finally got released, it's like, oh, okay, now we know it's a character, but we have no idea what's next. You know, they didn't say anything about returning characters or a new character, so. I mean, I expect to see a returning character just because the last 2 characters that were released were brand new,
Hmm.
so it's kind of like bringing back an old character would probably bring back some hype in terms of like, oh, I play this character like Lei or
Yeah.
Anna or
I
Nina or
agree.
something like that.
I agree.
New characters don't really bring that. They bring kind of like that. Oh, that character looks cool. I'm kind of excited just to try that character out, but I don't know if it's gonna be my new character or not.
Yeah. You
Um,
can't connect right off the bat, you know?
yeah, exactly.
Even if you don't necessarily play the character, right? If they unveil a character like, let's say, Nina, right? I mean, I don't play Nina, but if they unveil Nina and show a rage art for Nina and she's like stepping on your nuts or some shit, it could be cool. It could be cool. So I definitely agree with you, Ricky. I think that it's harder to build hype for previously never before seen characters like Gigas, and I think they could build some hype with a returning character. We'll see. The next reveal is gonna be sick though. I'm sure of that, and I'm sure it's gonna happen. What are we talking? 15 days, 2 weeks, right? We'll get another one.
I think so.
Within the next 2 weeks, we're gonna see a new character for Tekken 7, and this one I think will be very exciting because no leak has spoiled it. But hopefully we don't get some shit leaked like tomorrow.
I know.
We'll see.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I hope
Get
not.
Wonky on it.
That's really the worst shit. When leaks happen, it's the worst because it doesn't really help anyone. It only hurts everyone. But whatever, fuck that.
Tell us, Wonky.
Yeah, Wonky's a hacker and shit. Did I tell you guys that Harada and Michael Murray asked me if Flying Wonky is a hacker?
Uh-oh.
Did I tell you that? They came up
No.
to me and they were like, he's not like a malicious, he's not like digging. I'm like, no, man, he is an investigative reporter for ATP News, okay? And you are infringing on his right. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he's just a dude, man. He came across some shit. He just loves Tekken. But
I'm gonna
anyway,
hang this call and reconnect.
what's that?
He's hanging up. Maybe he'll fix his camera.
Oh, he's hanging up. All right, let's see if that works. That's interesting. That's never happened before to him.
Mm-mm.
There
There
it
you go.
is. Boom.
Oh, is
Problem
it good?
solved. Okay, anyway, yeah, what's funny? I was never going to even ask you a question again because it was like you weren't even there.
Hmm.
So that's solved. Anyway, yeah, what do you think? I don't even remember what I was talking about. What do you think, Rip? What are your
I
thoughts?
think Wonky is totally a hacker, and he's totally
He needs
doing
to
it
be arrested.
maliciously. Yes.
Yeah, we need to get the G Corporation on him and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, all right, all right. So yeah, within 2 weeks we're gonna see a new. Are you fish hooking again over there, Riv? Oh man, that was hilarious. 2 weeks, new character. What else? Oh yeah, Wednesday Night Fights. I recently found out Alex Valle is doing Mortal Kombat. So that's kind of cool. I mean, online hella sucks, but it's free as far as I know. So I'm gonna enter every week if I'm not busy.
What?
And I mean, why not? Fuck it. It's on PlayStation. If I had an Xbox, I would be playing the ESL tournament every week for sure. So I don't know. What are you shaking your head about, Rip?
That shit is hard. 'Cause
What's hard?
ESL
ESL?
tournaments, man.
How'd you do?
I mean, I beat somebody this week,
Nice.
but I
Your
mean,
total
every
record's
match.
like 1-3, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I almost beat two people this past weekend, but it's like the connections I've had. The first two tournaments I entered were like so bad. It's like you need an online strat for sure. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
go with anything legit. You have to have like, this is my bullshit. Gonna run over people because they can't do anything about it on the internet strat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I haven't watched how Sonic Fox plays. I really got to watch and see what he does.
Yeah, I
He
haven't
just
been
seems like he
watching.
plays
either.
normally. Like I watched him play against Perfect Legend.
Mhm.
Oh man, that was fun.
Really?
Why?
Why?
Because I was watching it on Perfect Legend's side, right?
Oh.
And he was so quiet the entire time, except like when shit didn't go his way. He's like, "I can't. Why can't you do a reversal, man?" And you just hear him like, just like complaining, and then he'd be quiet for like the entire match, and then he just throw out some shit like, "Man, you can't even reversal," and you just hear Sonic Fox go, "Yeah," and it's like, okay, cool,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I don't blame him. I would be complaining my ass off. Online is so hard to swallow. I mean, it's like you have to have a heart of gold to just like swallow that shit. It's rough.
Mm.
It's rough, and it's for thousands of dollars. The Alex Valle tournament is probably for a fucking massage from Alex Valle. I don't even know
Damn.
what you get for winning that, because SoCal Regionals is like a ghost, So whatever you get for winning it, I know it's not $1 million like ESL is. And I can imagine, dude, especially when you get that close and it's just a matter of one match online. I don't blame Perfect Legend. I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be super pissed. So whatever. I mean, that's interesting. I just thought I'd mention it because it's on PlayStation and Wednesday Night Fights. It's Alex Valle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
just reminded me about. Go on, Ricky.
No, I was just saying he might give out a prize too. He gave out a prize for the last one that I fight.
Yeah,
So
could be. I'm sure it's something. I'm sure
Yeah.
if you win the season, you get something at least. But anyway, go ahead, Rick.
I forgot.
Damn, you just said that. Just reminded me, and then you let him go.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of ESL. Like I can't remember what it was about ESL though. Oh yeah, like the bracket. It's a single elimination tournament, right?
Uh-huh.
So Perfect Legend and Sonic Fox actually met like third match into the tournament. So one of them guaranteed to not make top 3.
Huh.
So that's like really crazy if you think about, like they're running this. It's gonna be I think 4 or 5 events online, and the top 16 or the top 8 of that is going to get flown out to this offline tournament to play for $50,000, right?
Jesus Christ.
Right. Now, the online tournament, these brackets, like, think about it. Like, Perfect Legend, Sonic Fox, 1 week they meet up like this. One of them is not getting seeding points that week.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
So
it's just-
basically, it's a circus show. It doesn't.
Totally.
It's not an indicator of who's good or who's not for multiple reasons. The
Yeah.
bracket layout, the tournament format, and the fact that it's online and online sucks. So basically,
to get on my
it's
Wi-Fi.
a fucking circus show. That's basically what it is. For $50,000, it's a circus. That's cool. That's cool. Juggling,
Yeah.
unicycles, good shit.
at Northwest Majors, Justin Wong was talking about how he was asking me like, how do I get to the offline part of it? I was like, you got to play online, dude. And then I saw a message, Clutch on Twitter is like, how do I get to the offline part of it? I'm like, dude, you can't just skip ahead, bro. You got to do it.
Oh, you mean like be invited?
I don't know how.
He's
you
the
want to do
national
it.
champion of Mortal Kombat 9.
Who's done like okay, he got a top 8, I guess.
He
I'll just-
should definitely be invited to the $50,000 finale.
It's not an invite tourney.
They should make an exception.
Maybe they'll have
I
other
mean-
qualifiers. I don't know.
this is a very WCG type of qualifier.
Hella.
Like not only
Oh,
did
yeah.
not only did me and Rip we won our way there. we had to play not only online but on Xbox 360, which no one
For
had
Tekken
for
6.
Tekken 6. So it was me, him. I don't even know how the gamer GM even got there. They they did some New York bullshit, fucking slid their way in somehow and got in.
Damn,
But
slithered?
yeah.
They slithered? I don't think the game can slither.
Oh,
I don't think the game
I
okay.
don't
can
think he can
slither.
crawl. I think he can only slither.
He can roll
No, no,
around.
no, no. No, GM slithered. The game rolled into it.
Yeah, it's hard to slither with Timberland boots. It's very hard to slither. Okay. So, all right. So I brought that online Wednesday Night Fights shit up, but there's also the big one, right? The big tournament is actually Combo Breaker because it's in Chicago. So as far as we were talking about how Washington may not have that big of a MK scene. Well, I'll tell you who has a huge MK scene. It's fucking Chicago. It's where the game's made. So that's going to be pretty dope. I think that's going to be a pretty cool tournament. It's at the end of May. I'm going to be there, and it's going to be big. There's going to be a lot of heavy hitters there, and I think that it's probably going to be considered like important event or like the first really, really big major. Now, I don't know how many entrants they're going to get. What do you guys speculate? I know, Ricky, earlier you said it could be a lot, but then you started refining your thought. What are your thoughts, Ricky? How many people are going to enter Mortal Kombat at Combo Breaker?
Definitely over 100.
Definitely?
Yeah, definitely over 100 in my
Okay.
opinion. Especially because where is it? It's in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I, th- I don't know how hard it is. Obviously my geography is terrible. I don't know how hard it is to get from like New York to Chicago, but I assume it's way cheaper than to get to Seattle. So,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
you probably get a lot of, those
East Coast.
yeah, the East Coast guys there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, 100 to me is not going to be hard. I would say probably around like 100, 150 would probably be the max, but I'm not going to be like I don't want to downplay it at all either, but I want them to get at least like 200, but that's pretty. I think it's gonna be tough. But if they get like at least 150, I'll be very happy for the game and for that tournament.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of people, if you ask me. And I think the game deserves it, and I think it could break 100. Probably between 100 and 200 sounds about right. I noticed Marlo in the chat room mentioned Texas Showdown. The only reason I'm bringing that up, I'm not really familiar with the tournament or the date or anything, but I do know that Texas has a really solid MK scene overall. And that is the home of JOP, and I know he's playing the game, and I know he's
Ooh.
playing Raiden, and I know the first week that I was playing the game online, Eddie Pistons text messaged me saying how much he really likes the game. So these guys are definitely all playing the game, and that scene out there definitely exists. So again, check that tournament out, Texas Showdown. I don't know shit about it, but it's in
I think
Texas.
it's in a week.
There's gonna be a showdown. That's all I really know about it.
Hey,
But
also, I don't know if both Slayer and Tyrant are in like Atlanta or something, right? Like
now,
Or something like that.
I was watching a tournament like a couple days ago with Tyrant and Michelangelo was there and Poke Chop was there. It was an Atlanta
Tyrant?
tournament.
I don't think it was Tyrant.
It was 100%
It was
Tyrant. I was
Tyrant.
Wow,
watching.
really? What's he doing
Yeah.
over there?
Slayer's over there too now. I know he's flying over there right now.
Weird.
Uh,
I
so
heard
I have no idea.
$1,000 a week.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
they're doing
doing like
weekly
weeklies or
tournaments?
something. Maybe.
I heard it's $1,000 a week. I don't know for how long.
That's
the hell
crazy.
kind of
That's
ESL
tight.
offline shit is that? What the
Yeah,
hell?
really, that's a good point. Hey, Atlanta, does that have to do with that guy Bibulus?
Oh, Bibulus was there too. He was
Yeah,
commentating.
I think
I know
that
that for
there
sure.
is something going on in Atlanta where that guy Bibulus is doing some kind of, he bought like a venue and he's running events, and I don't know the details. I wish I did. It's something, if I think really hard, I'll remember the name. It's something like Hulu or like hobo or a word like that has a sound repeated once in it. But whatever. Keep your eye open. They're doing weeklies, and I think it's pretty cool doing $1,000 weeklies. That's huge.
Yeah, Yomi Gaming. That's what it was called.
That's it. Yomi. That's close. Hulu.
Oh, it's Bibulus' own
Yomi.
venue, according to Malice. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
He
hearing.
invited us there at final round. Don't you remember, Eris?
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Now I remember. He
I was watching
invited
this,
us there.
so I was watching the stream just to watch. Like the funny thing is like they're like both players, like they split it up on the camera, and you can see them both sitting on like these big ass like king's chairs. Like it's all red with like gold on the side,
Oh,
and like
shit.
all pointing up. I was like, wow, that's kind of sick. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just it looks like a nice venue.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. I mean, what I'm starting to notice right now is, Mortal Kombat came out, and on Twitch you'll watch like Max 1 million and Justin and other people have 1 billion views, which is great, you know. But if you look downstairs, there are like these streams where there's a shitload of super talented players, right? And a couple of really annoying commentators. And if you would just click that stream and mute those annoying ass motherfucking commentators, you would have some really high quality matches, you know? And they're really buried. I mean, some of the tournaments that I've been watching are getting like 200 views, 300 views, right? And the match quality and the skill level of the players are really like through the roof, you know? So basically the moral of the story that I'm trying to tell here is that when you go looking around on Twitch, you should definitely look downstairs and see, maybe you might catch one of these galloping Ghost Arcade tournaments, or like, you know, one of these Atlanta tournaments, or, you know, one of these tournaments you may not know about, you know? So I don't know, it's just something I wanted to mention because I myself realized, you know, you don't always want to look on top. Then you'll end up with, you know, the same thing every time. You know, there's stuff downstairs that's really cool. So anyway, Yomi Gaming, Texas Showdown, Combo Breaker, Alex Valles doing weeklies for Mortal Kombat. Anything else that I'm forgetting as far as tournaments and things like that go?
I can think of two things.
Go ahead.
First thing, NEC, Northeast
Oh
Championships?
yeah, that's a big one. Is it called NEC?
Yeah, it's NEC.
It's Long Island Joe's tournament. NEC, they now have become a premier Mortal Kombat event with, correct me if I'm wrong, $15,000, or I'm gonna say $1,000,000 for Mortal Kombat 10. Am I right about that?
I don't know how much the money, but there is a bonus pot for sure.
A huge pot bonus, right?
And it's the main event.
And it's the main event.
Oh,
now,
ECT. Sorry, not NEC.
Sorry,
East Coast
ECT,
Throwdown.
East Coast Throwdown. I knew there was something wrong with that. It's not NEC. It's ECT.
Yeah.
Now, this is the tournament. It's. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the tournament where there was some weird bracket floating last year, and they made it so that it's not going to be a Capcom official event because of that?
I forgot the floating part of it, but yeah, that's the gist of it.
I think they floated someone around last year, and there was some weird colluding. So Capcom was like, "Okay, we're out of here." And then I guess they were like, well, "All right, then, fuck that. We'll become Mortal Kombat boys." Not a bad idea, if you ask me. Not a terrible idea. So, all right, if Capcom's not going to support the tournament, let's get these other guys to support the tournament, and it's going to be a premier Mortal Kombat NRS tournament. I think that's really cool, and hopefully they do really well. That's a little bit out of my jurisdiction. It's a little far, but that's cool. What's the other thing I was forgetting?
Super Arcade.
Oh yes. So all this time has gone by. Super Arcade's been closed. Who knows how fat Watson's gotten? I don't know. I haven't seen him in ages. But it seems like we're gonna know. It seems like I don't wanna speak too soon, but recently Super Arcade has posted pictures of the new venue. It's in Azusa, California, near the 210 freeway, and they're getting the ball rolling. I don't know. I don't want to really like jinx it or anything. I'm gonna. It's not over until Watson sings, right? So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Watson to start singing those beautiful notes into my ear, so we can start having weeklies. You know, caw. You know, whatever his RSR. Oh God, Watson. I miss Wednesday night fights. I miss Watson. I miss all those weird V-neck wearing motherfuckers. I miss them all, and I can't wait for that to start happening again. I'm rooting for you, man. We'll see what happens. But hopefully soon, Super Arcade will be back at it, and they're gonna be doing weeklies, and they're gonna be doing all kinds of shit. I'm really, really looking forward to it, and we'll see what happens with that. I know all three of us are very much looking forward to that. Okay, what else? Anything
Killer
else?
Instinct.
What about Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct just released Cinder, and they also announced that anybody who purchases anything from Killer Instinct, including Shadow Jago, who wasn't available for purchase before, I think for the next 2 weeks, all of those proceeds, up to $100,000, will go towards tournaments. 50,000 of that 100,000 will go to Evo for Killer Instinct.
Wow. Ooh.
So they're doing the Dota model where
Yeah. So they have a hard number on it, 50,000, and it's going to Evo. The other 50,000 going
We'll go
to
to other tournaments,
other
other
tournaments.
regional tournaments.
Okay,
Around.
first of all, that's super sick. That's super duper sick, right? Secondly, that brings to my mind the fact that Mortal Kombat is doing something very similar with their Team Fortress 2 version of Sub-Zero. If you buy the Team Fortress 2 Sub-Zero costume, a portion of those proceeds go towards which tournament? ESL?
I think it's ESL,
Okay. They
which you
don't
got to online to get to.
Yeah, and they don't say what amount. I don't know what the amount is, but I've heard rumor that it's very small. Like,
It might be uncapped. Who knows?
yeah, but it could be uncapped. You're right about that. I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't know how absurd that is. Like, do you expect that a cap of $100,000 is really easily made?
For Killer Instinct, I have no idea.
For
Like,
Mortal
then-
Kombat, hella easy, right?
It will be definitely easier for Mortal Kombat because there are
Yeah.
games on multiple systems.
And it's brand new.
Right.
Killer Instinct is kind of getting up there. It's
Yeah,
got
it's
a few
all-
rings.
And that's the thing. Like a lot of people have already purchased Killer Instinct, so
Right.
it's like, if like right now, if you did not buy season 2 or something, you buy season 2, like that money is going towards that. So that's huge. But how many people haven't bought it by now if they were interested in it? You know, Cinder. Their thought process is Cinder is this character that people have been waiting for since the beginning of season 2,
Mhm.
and now he's finally here. So maybe now people will buy season 2, all because of Cinder. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, either way, hopefully it works out. Basically, I like the principle of it. I don't know if I like the execution of it. I haven't really followed what is it called? Killer Instinct in a while. But I gotta say, I saw a picture of Cinder and he doesn't look cool.
No,
my two favorite characters from the original Killer Instinct were Glacius and Cinder, and both of them are whack in the new Killer Instinct. I don't know, whatever. Who cares? It just doesn't look cool. Neither character looks cool. Cinder looks like a bitch, right? He looks like some weird bitch character, and Glacius looks also like a weird three-fingered bitch. I don't know. Both of them look all thin and not muscular, and I feel like both characters historically were very chiseled, statuesque.
Yeah, Glacier was super buff. in the
Super
original.
buff, right? Pectorials. What happened to the
Yeah.
pectorials, man? These guys let themselves go. They got hooked on methamphetamines or some shit.
Bulimia, dude. They
What
both
the
got
hell?
on bulimia.
I don't know.
Fish hooking.
I don't know.
Oh.
These Malice is right. Straight bitches. Both of them. Straight bitches. So I don't know. Both of them look whack to me. I really like them historically, but whatever. That's not the point. The point is that they're supporting tournaments, so I like the idea.
I'm curious, like when the Capcom 500K thing got announced, I remember the Microsoft community manager was like, 500K, huh? Time to set up some meetings or something. And I'm wondering if maybe 100K was amount that Microsoft is willing to put in, but they're like, oh, let's try and raise some money so we don't got to put this whole 100 in ourselves, and it'll sound like a community thing, so maybe we'll get off the hook. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good strat if that's what they're doing, because then I think they'll hit their 100K because they'll magically do it somehow at the end. And they want.
I mean, what's the difference, right? I think they probably will make that 100K no matter what, easy peasy. I don't think that there's much of a difference. It's 100K that they already have, or it's 100K that they're gonna have. Or what? It's basically that they already have, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. And I just basically, you're probably right. There's probably some weird business strategy behind it, which there is behind everything. But I still like that they're doing it under the beard of it's 4 tournaments and it's going. I like that, and I want more companies to do that. Obviously, it wasn't invented by them, but why not copycat that shit? So
Hell yeah.
good idea. I think that's a great idea. Good work. Oh yeah, on top of that, I think Cinco de Mayo, right? That's when Jason Voorhees is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So Cinco de Mayo, Alex Valle is obviously not going to be playing. He's going to be busy. I'm also going to be busy because we're serious Mexicans. But, it's going to be dope. I'm excited. The people around this neighborhood fire guns in the air and shit during Cinco de Mayo. I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah, you're in the heart of Mexico.
Yeah, we're dead. This is a simulation. I live in a simulation of that shit. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. I want to try the character out. Not only because I want to try him out anyway, but I haven't really connected to a character yet. So I'm kind of excited for these DLC characters. 3 out of the 4 DLC characters, look cool to me. What's his name? Not
Tremor.
Tremor. Tremor, Predator, and Jason Voorhees look very cool. And Tanya looks like a total throwaway character. I don't even understand what the logic is behind that character. But whatever. Could be cool.
People like girls.
Yeah, that's true. Uninteresting ones. You know what's a really cool female character in this game? Devora. Now that's a really cool character. I think that's like, alright, creativity through the roof. But I don't know, Tanya, no creativity. But anyway, okay, Jason Voorhees, that's Cinco de Mayo. What else? We covered Super Arcade, all the tournaments going on, Galagos and Tekken, Northwest Majors. Did we forget anything?
No, I don't think we forgot anything, but also Markman mentioned that at Texas Showdown, he's going to have Tekken 7 build back up and running, and it's going to have...
Excellent.
It's also going to have Josie Rizal and Gigas and Jin and Devil Jin.
Wow. That is huge.
Yeah.
Once again, Markman to the rescue. This guy, he's always bending over backwards for the Tekken community, and it's not even, I don't know exactly to what capacity he's like part of the Tekken development team, but I pretty much don't think it's his job to support the game the way he does. So, it's really, really cool of him to bring Tekken 7 around and give people access to the game when they otherwise would have no chance of playing it. So, very, very cool. He had some misfortunes over the last weekend. I heard people broke into his car or some fucked up shit happened to him. But, he's okay. He's breathing, and that's really all that matters. And he managed to figure out a way to solve the problem, and Tekken 7 will be, according to you, Rip, will be at Texas Showdown, so I'm excited.
That's according to Markman's tweets, like within this last hour.
Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, he's the man. He's always...
He also said it's going to be a combo breaker, so you get the chance to play him.
There you go. Combo breaker, Texas Showdown, they're doing a great job and working very hard to get the game to as many people as they can before EVO, because it's going to be at EVO. So, anyway, so that, I think, wraps up all the current events. The one thing that I really think is weird is the way the logistics of the Mortal Kombat tournament was. That was a little weird. Like the way how the controller issues are funky and legacy controllers are kind of whack and vibration and stuff. It's a learning process. I think it'll get easier as time goes by.
Yeah, I don't know like whether the interference thing is true or not. If that's true, then we got to ditch that, right? But other than that, just as far as setting it up so that, hey, I want to use a legacy stick and I can plug this shit in, I don't think it's very complicated, and I think it's something that's very learnable. When PS3s first came out, and I had to learn, like, wait, what controller number is that? Shit was hella confusing to me, too. But I think this is just a new thing we got to learn. It's not very difficult.
Definitely. That's the right attitude, and that's a very good point. When PS3 was new, you know what it is? Humans naturally have this tendency to reject something that's new, even if it's better. It's natural. It's very, very natural. Even if it's an improvement, you just don't like it. It's like, this is new, I'm so used to it, and you have to kind of be forced. You kind of have to be like, well, look, dude, you only have to click one time now instead of 4 times before. And you're like, wait a minute, that is less clicks. So I think that, you're right about that. I think that it will become easier in the future, and everyone has to be open-minded about it and just learn, have like a learning attitude.
This definitely isn't better, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm trying to be optimistic here.
Yeah, obviously. But I do agree with Rip.
It's super shitty. It's super shitty. I fucking hate it, dude. But I'm just trying to be optimistic, all right? Positive attitude.
Yeah, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Well, also, I got a question, though, because I don't own an Xbox One. Is it easier on Xbox One? Like, obviously, you don't have old controllers, right? But, like, how does it take with multiple controllers and all that shit?
I don't know.
I don't even have 2 controllers.
You have 2 sticks, right? Or you have a stick and a controller?
I guess it's going to pad. I guess you're right. I could try that out sometime.
Yeah, just see, like...
third one to see how, like, it swaps out. Like, you get off my machine, now you get into my machine. I think that might be tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how the Xbox works, but PS4, whatever. Fuck it. You guys want to go ahead and plug your channels before we call bitches? Go ahead. Ricky, you first.
Follow me, Twitter, Twitch, RickSteezy, Rick Steezy with 3 E's. I'll be streaming probably just only Mortal Kombat X from now on. I'm kind of not done with Tekken, but, I want to kind of concentrate on MKX, so yeah, I'll be streaming that more often.
Cool. Very good. And Rip?
Yeah, you can catch my streams at twitch.tv/levelupyourgame. a lot of people give me shit about that. Like when they don't know who I am, they're like, "Oh, level up your game, real original there, dude." Like I'm like, it was for like a YouTube channel. It's just whatever. You can follow me there.
What do you mean? What do you mean they give you shit about that?
Like, I mean, they give it, they think it's like my streaming name. Like this is the name that I want to stream under. You know what I mean?
But
That
it
was
is,
never,
isn't it?
that was never my intention though. Like when my first
It's the
Twitch
name
channel,
of your stream channel.
it is because that's level up your game. It's the YouTube channel I built up and I carried over the brand of it, whatever, right? But
Uh-huh.
I'm saying like my original Twitch name was like Rip in LA. That's like my handle, whatever that I've had forever. I think that channel still exists as well. But anyway, like whatever. I shouldn't have even brought that shit up. People are gonna give me shit about that more now.
Yep, you know it.
Ooh, you put a big smile on my face right there. That smile snuck up on me. Ooh, I wasn't ready to smile that hard right there. It hurt a little bit. I gotta stretch my face muscles out before you surprise me with a smile like that, Rip. I should have even brought that shit. And he pulls out the potato chips. Comfort food. He's got the comfort food. He's gonna be fish hooking in no time. Okay. So yeah, say it again. I got distracted. Did you level up your game? That was at twitch.tv/level up your game. Who? What were we talking about again?
Plug in our shit. That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, who are bitches? You guys have bitch callings?
Yeah, I guess.
Just the guy who took Markman's shit out of his car, broke into his car, whatever. That guy's a bitch.
There's a second Joshimitsu. There's the white one we know, and then there's the other one in Seattle. We met over the weekend.
They're both pronounced differently, by the way.
Yeah, one's Joshimitsu and the other one is Joshimitsu.
Mhm.
So, the one from Seattle in the chat room mentioned that over the last weekend, there were 51 smash and grabs, as in 51 people broke into cars and stole shit out of cars over the last weekend, including Markman. He said it was on the news.
You think that then that's not 51 people. You think that's like maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 people just
Damn, you think it's like a serial?
Hella.
Are
Yeah,
you
it sounds-
serious?
The cops won't be ready for it. You do it all in one weekend. They don't have time to adapt. You know what I mean?
Okay, confirmed. Rip is part of this shit. He's the ringleader. All right.
Yeah, I got you guys. Gigas and Josie Rizal in Texas and
Damn.
whatever else.
Markman, send the
out.
G Corporation to Rip's house.
The crazy thing is too, Markman's tweets, when he was on the plane flying back, right? Apparently, the stuff that got stolen from his car was getting listed on Craigslist,
Yeah, I heard about that.
like 2 blocks away from where it happened. Or
I
something.
heard
So,
about that.
crazy.
That's crazy
That's
too.
some
I don't know.
bullshit.
I mean, it's really fucked up. Anyone who steals is going to hell. But I mean, it could be worse, right? Like, think about it, right? The bad news was, okay, the car got smashed into, shit got stolen and stuff. Yeah, that's really bad. But everyone's breathing, right? It wasn't like the car got smashed into and there's like 14 dead on the scene. Like it could be so much worse. So you kind of have to look at, the glass half full or whatever the saying is,
glass half broken.
Galagos or whatever.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, you think that guy's a bitch. I agree. I agree with that guy being a bitch. Personally, I've had a little bit of trouble with Time Warner Cable lately, so I'm not too happy about them.
Dude, what is up with your internet connection? Like when I play everyone else, Ricky or Run It Black or anyone, it's always better than playing you. Like seriously, I don't know what
I
that is.
played Justin Wong today online, and my connection with him was smooth as shit. That shit was super smooth. So I don't know. I don't know what's up. I know that I have like out of let's say 20 matches of MK online, one of them will be really really smooth. So I know that I'm capable. I'm capable of getting a smooth match. It's just that it never happens. So I don't know. My matches with you felt pretty good today, but I noticed you were complaining a lot.
Yeah, it was not good.
So I don't
On
know.
my end.
It's very peculiar. But the other day, the day or two before Northwest Majors, my internet was just completely out. Everyone's internet ended up going out that day. So yeah, it's fucked up. But whatever. Time Warner, you guys are bitches. The guy who jacked. I guess no one's really a bitch. Everyone was super nice over the weekend. I mean, there were so many people that just came up and were like, "Hey, dude, you told me not to be weird. What's up? I'm a big fan," or whatever. And I was like, "Sick, man. Yeah, good shit, man. You're not weird." Or some people would be like, "You told me not to be weird," but they were still super weird, And I was like, "Damn, man. Why would you even bring it up if you're gonna be that fucking weird? Whatever. Sure, I'll take a picture." It was cool. Overall, I thought it was great. The meals were great. Everything was smooth. There was plenty of flowers for everyone. I mean,
Oh yeah, edibles are a bitch.
what happened? Did you poop?
No, it's just a ripoff.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that. I'll agree with you on that. Anyway. Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
call
who's your
anyone a
bitch
bitch
calling,
yet.
Ricky?
Oh man, Seattle's so nice, but why do people still insist on not wearing deodorant at these
Oh, yeah.
events?
Yeah. And this
I'm not
one was
gonna.
hot, too.
Yeah, that didn't help. And I'm not gonna call out a particular game, but let's just say because every place in that there's like sections, right? Mortal Kombat's up here, anime's over here, Smash is in here, Tekken's over here. Whoa, there was one place. It smelled like 2 feet were making out with each other. It just smelled so gross. And
Oh
like
my god.
I went in there and I immediately smelled and turned around and never went back in. It
Which
was
room was it?
I'm not gonna call out the Smash players like that, but damn, it smelled, dude. And I was like, I was trying to be, I wanted to be like, what the hell, man? Just put on some deodorant. It's not that hard. I
Dude,
don't
maybe
understand.
carrying around CRTs is hard work, dude.
Of course it is. No,
It
I'm not.
is hard work.
but it's
Remember
also-
those two guys that begged me to help them? There was two guys carrying a CRT that looked so big, right? It was like one of those Sony Vega giant ones, and they were like, "Dude, you gotta help us. This thing's so heavy." I was like, "Sorry, man. I can't help you with that. I'm way too busy, dude." But I did tell Wayne Gamble to open the door for them, so I felt like I did my part. But there's
Nice.
no way I'm carrying that shit, man. No way. I'll carry a monitor for Tekken. I'm not carrying that heavy ass bullshit. I'm an old man. Ask some young buck to do that shit. Anyway, hey Rip, when's your birthday? Isn't it your birthday soon?
May 6th. Oh my god, are we doing a show on that day? No, we're not. It's a
What
Wednesday.
day is it?
Next Wednesday.
Dope. Are you gonna do like a birthday stream or some shit?
Wear a party hat.
Damn, party hat.
Damn, party
Streamers.
hat?
It'll be your
Sounds like a good
quinceañera.
idea.
hmm
How old are you gonna be?
Oh, you should try that.
Don't change the subject.
What,
No,
Ricky?
no, no. You should try that. What's your age thing on the internet right now?
That thing's
I
fucking
did, I'm 29.
stupid.
You're 29.
Of course.
That shit said I tried 2 pictures from the same year, and one said I was 26. The other one said I was 39. So there's that.
I got a 49 and
That
a
one was
36. But that thing obviously doesn't account for facial hair or testosterone. Clearly,
It counted for balding, I think, with your case.
testosterone. Okay, all right. So who's? Did we already call people bitches?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we did.
All
I
right.
think we're done.
Oh yeah, you weaseled out of how old you are. Are you gonna keep it secret? Oh yeah, I think I already knew that. Okay, the big secret's out, internet. That's gonna wrap it up, I guess. I feel like I really am about to get pissed as soon as I hang up this, whatever it is, and I'm gonna remember. Oh fuck, I didn't mention whatever.
Everyone mention something in the chat right now.
Ah, fuck it. Oh, are you guys streaming tonight? I'm gonna play Twisted Metal Black tonight. Are you guys gonna play anything tonight?
Nope.
Nope. All right, I'm playing Twisted Metal Black in a little while. Take it easy, internet. Thanks for watching.
Peace.